everybody to the MCV Develop Women in Games Awards 2020. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Ella Sillywood, and we are your hosts for today's awards. This year, we're coming to you live from ADVNCR studio in West London, as obviously it was impossible to hold the usual event with lots of people packed into a venue.
But don't worry, we do still have all 54 of our nominees with us today via the wonders of technology, though I'm sorry to say they will have to provide their own drink this year. But despite the changes, the Women in Games Awards continues to celebrate the contribution and accomplishments of just some of the many, many amazing women in our industry.
There are 10 categories in today's awards, with 9 shortlisted categories and our very special Outstanding Contribution Award. If you want to peek ahead, spoiler alert, then all the shortlists are available on the website.
Now, this is a fantastic occasion, and it wouldn't be possible without our partners this afternoon. Our exclusive sponsor, Rare, our exclusive media partner, Facebook Gaming, and our key sponsors, Unity and EA.
Also supporting today's event are Amicus, Creative Assembly, Hangar 13, opmjobs.com, and Splash Damage. So thank you all for your generous support. And a final thanks to ADVNCR for supporting the event by producing this wonderful live stream.
And it wouldn't have been possible without your support. So thank you to everyone who has nominated someone, because we have received hundreds and hundreds of entries. And thank you again to our entire judging panel for picking the winners.
We've got one last request. If you are watching right now, reach out to your friends and ask why they aren't watching. Get on social media, use our hashtag Women in Games Awards so that we can reach the widest possible audience and show you off.
Now, Elle, before we start, what makes you proudest about being here today? Come on, you can tell me.
Okay, I'm wearing red lipstick for the first time in 2020. I'm very
pajama
excited
bottoms.
about that. So, but in general, how nice is it to celebrate? It's been such a difficult year. Some of the achievements that we're celebrating are absolutely incredible, particularly, because they took place in 2020. So I'm so excited.
Completely unprecedented year. But before we continue, we do have a message from Dr. Joe Twist, OBE, CEO of Yuki, and the host for the last 2 years of the awards.
Welcome everyone to my terribly lit home office. First of all, congratulations on almost making it through what has been a really difficult year for everyone. This year's Women in Games Awards takes place in a year where also equality, diversity and inclusion has been on the minds of the UK games industry. The arrival of the first ever UK games industry census only in February of this year, and the launch of the Raise the Game pledge, has put fostering EDI at the heart of our sector. And at the centre of the conversation has been one big question that everybody watching this will want, nay, demand an answer to. And that is, how do we get more women into our industry? How do we make it more welcoming to women of all ages and backgrounds? The census showed that we have a lot more work to do on that front. Women make up only 28% of the industry, despite making up 50% of the UK player base. And we know that the number of women in the sector declines over the age of 36, reducing the number of leaders and decision makers at the top of the industry. And we've been made aware through the bravery of many women of some of the utterly unacceptable behaviour that they have faced in the workplace. But while we must eradicate such practices wherever we find them and do much more to open up the industry to women, we also still should celebrate the genuine progress we've made in welcoming women into games. From where I sit, not just on the floor of the spare bedroom, I see the UK industry collectively recognising that better diversity and inclusion across all teams is critical to our creativity, our innovation, and our success as humans and as businesses. I see the industry recognise the value of having inspirational women in leadership roles. I see a sector increasingly brave enough to support advocacy groups that advance the cause of women and other diverse groups in all kinds of roles. We can also see how games are finally putting women and their lived experiences at the heart of stories and the games that are played by billions around the world. Crucially, the best way we can support this further is by making sure we celebrate the women who have made this possible. Events like the Women in Games Awards gives us all that chance to do so. Whether it's talented women making their first steps into the industry, to established leaders pausing to reflect and to thank the women who've taken the industry forward, this is essential for inspiring the next generation of industry talent. Good luck to all of you who've been nominated, but more importantly than that, thank you to you and everyone else watching for making this industry what it is and what it can be. Everybody plays games. Let's make sure everyone can make them too. Enjoy.
Thanks, Jo, for those wonderful words. Right, let's get on with the awards, which cover a broad spectrum of roles within the industry. If you're lucky enough to win an award today, you'll be receiving your trophy, much like this one, in the post in the next couple of days. And I promise, we're not using Yodel, so keep an eye out for it.
And again, we're keen to reach as many people as possible with these awards, so make sure you share your celebrations and congratulations on Twitter using hashtag Women in Games. Elle, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Let's do it. Let's start the show. So first up and kicking off the show is Rising Star of the Year Development, sponsored by Creative Assembly. To present the award, we have Creative Assembly's Head of Talent, Emma Smith.
Hi, I'm Emma Smith and I'm Head of Talent at Creative Assembly. We are delighted to be presenting the Rising Star of the Year Developer Award for this year's MCV Women in Games. It's so important to shine light on the exceptional new talent that's coming into our industry. And these individuals have been in our games and in our development for less than 4 years, and from their nominations, it's absolutely clear that they're already making a huge impact. I really can't wait to see where they go next. So a huge congratulations to everybody who's been shortlisted for an award, but there can only be one winner.
Now, before Emma reveals the winner, here are all of our finalists for Rising Star of the Year Development. Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello.
Give us a wave. Welcome, folks.
Oh, it's so lovely to see everyone. All right, let's take a closer look at our finalists. We have...
First up, Hannah Rose from Bithell Games.
Next up, we have Inesh Legato from Lab 42.
Up next is Jasmine Moore from Sumo Digital Nottingham.
Another nominee is the wonderful Jessica Sham from TT Games.
Following that, we have Julia Schusterman from Sports Interactive.
And finally, we have Victoria McKelvey from Supermassive Games. And now, Emma, please reveal the winner of the 2020 Rising Star of the Year for Development.
Please join me in congratulating the winner of the Rising Star of the Year Award, Hannah Rose.
Congrats, winner! Well done, everyone. Congrats, Hannah. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd love to thank all the great people at Bithell Games, at Spooky Doorway Games. I'd like to shout out all my transmasculine and non-binary peers who get far less opportunities than me for this sort of thing, but who are just doing absolutely incredible things constantly. And I'd like to shout out to Pock and Play as well for inspiring all the friends so close to me.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Congrats again on winning, but now it's time for our next award.
Next, we have the award for Creative Impact of the Year, sponsored by Facebook. To say a few words, it's over to Facebook's Director of Gaming EMEA, Cheryl Savage.
At Facebook Gaming, we're delighted to be presenting the Creative Impact of the Year Award for 2020. This award recognizes creative achievements in games development over the last year, including, but not limited to, art and animation, music and sound design, game and level design, plus writing and narrative design. The award is for an individual who has been working in games development for more than 4 years. We're supporting this category because when it comes to game development, we need diverse voices and points of view. With billions of people playing games, it's important that games represent the player base. Huge congratulations to all those who were shortlisted this year.
And here are the nominees in this category. Hello, everyone!
Hi, everyone!
Give us away! There we go. Looking gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. Well, as ever, let's take a closer look at our shortlist.
And they are up first, Anna Hollenrake from Mediatonic.
We also have Helen Kaur from Rocksteady Studios.
Up next is Jess Hyland from Wonderstruck.
And of course, we also have Julie Savage from Supermassive Games.
Then we have Caroline Forsberg from Dreams.
And finally, Lily Zhu from Splash Damage.
There we go. Cheryl, it's time. Please, can you tell us who our winner is?
And the winner of the Creative Impact of the Year award is Caroline Forsberg, Dreams.
Congratulations!
Oh, congratulations! Is there anything that you'd like to say? Would you like to say anything? It's your moment.
I just want to say that thank you. I feel super honored. I was actually preparing myself to clap to celebrate whoever won. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone at Dreams who has been so supportive and basically helped me to grow so much as a designer this last year. So you guys at Dreams, you rock. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. How lovely to hear. Well, congratulations to a worthy winner and commiserations to our equally worthy nominees. Now, which award is up next?
That's right, our next award today is Rising Star of the Year Business, sponsored by EA. And to introduce this category is over to Electronic Arts UK and Ireland's country manager, Colin Blackwood.
Good afternoon from everyone at Electronic Arts, and we're delighted to be partnering with the Women in Games Awards 2020. I'm here on behalf of our country manager, Samantha Ebelthite, who's off on maternity leave, to thank everyone watching for being active in the vital discussion around the role of women in games and the greater pursuit of diversity across the video games industry. And so to the awards themselves. I'm thrilled to be presenting the Rising Star of the Year Business Award. Now, this is an award which recognises up-and-coming talent working in the commercial or business side, and it's for an individual performing in any non-dev based role who's been within the industry for less than 4 years. And we know that recognising and nourishing new talent is essential for any new industry to flourish, and we're no different. So I'd like to take the time to congratulate all the nominees who have been shortlisted this year.
Well, here are our shortlisted nominees eagerly awaiting the results.
There they are.
Oh
Hi,
no.
everyone.
Are we missing someone in the middle? It's 2020. It had to happen.
Right, including the box down in the bottom middle. Shall we get to know them all a little bit better? Up first, we have Christine Moulding from Team 17.
Next up is Emily Haller from ReadPop UK.
Up next is Emma Withington from Bastion. Great picture, by the way.
We've also got Eva Poppe from Unity Technologies.
Following that is Katie Lawrence from Ubisoft.
And finally, we also have Shazina Adam from Sony Interactive Entertainment Europe. Colin, please let us know who the winner is.
And the winner of the Rising Star of the Year Award, Business, is... It's Eva Poppe from Unity. Congratulations to you, Eva, and all the best for the future.
Well done! Congratulations! Is there anyone you'd like to thank for this?
Well, definitely the amazing jury, the team from MCV. I'd love to big thank you to my team, obviously, to my leaders. And honestly, I did not expect that. I was absolutely thrilled to be shortlisted among these incredible leaders here. So this makes me speechless, really. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, thank you.
Oh,
well
that's so
done.
lovely. I'm so glad we were able to have live acceptance speeches this year.
Absolutely.
It really
It's filling
adds
me with
something.
emotion, honestly.
I know. Whew, we'll try and carry on because before we move on to the next set of awards, we have a message from Louise O'Connor, executive producer from our headline sponsor, Rare.
Hi everyone. On behalf of the team at Rare, I'd just like to say what a privilege it is for us to be able to sponsor this wonderful event, the MCV Women in Games Awards 2020. What a year 2020 has turned out to be. I've actually been trying to reflect on this past year to say something inspirational and uplifting here, but I've struggled, and that's because this year has been really hard. We've been isolated from our families and our friends and our colleagues, and I for one have truly missed my colleagues. These are the people that we see every day, the people who help us shape our games, our culture and our industry as a whole. And this is why it's so important for us to be able to come together, even though we're apart, and bring a little brightness and celebration during these times of darkness. For me, this event represents the very best of our industry. It's a celebration of individuals who continue to inspire us to be and do better. And it's honestly a genuine joy of mine to see the growth in diversity in our industry, to see the amazing women that are making games for players all over the world. It's wonderful and inspiring and awesome to see how diverse teams unlock brand new game experiences for players everywhere. To see how diverse teams help make our products the most inclusive and accessible that they have ever been. To see how diverse teams create a better culture where soft skills are appreciated and where caring about each other really does matter, especially now. In this time of chaos, it's so nice to be able to be a part of something that brings people together. And this event, the MCV Women in Games Awards, brings a whole industry together. And togetherness, despite us being apart, is actually a really powerful thing. Together, we can change the perception of the games industry. Together, we can inspire a whole new generation of players and developers. Together, we can support and mentor each other. We can build each other up. We can offer each other an ear or a piece of advice or simply a socially distanced high five. Together, we can own geek chic and make it our own. Together, we can do anything that we want. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Seth and the entire team at MCV for hosting these awards and for all of their continued support as we work together to be more diverse, to be more representative, and to be a better industry as a whole. Congratulations to everyone who has been nominated and to all the winners. Well done. And to everyone who has taken the time to watch this, you are all incredibly talented and valued members of our industry. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for being you. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.
We're moving on now to Technical Impact of the Year, sponsored by Unity. And to help present this award, please welcome the co-chair of Unity's Women's Employee Resource Group, Hannah J. Rees.
At Unity, we are absolutely delighted to be presenting the Technical Impact of the Year award for 2020. This award recognises technical achievements in games development over the last 12 months, including but not limited to programming, live ops, IT support, appropriate VFX, and those working on development tools both internally or for commercial use. The award is for an individual who's been working in games development for more than 4 years. We're supporting the award for Technical Impact of the Year because celebrating the remarkable female talent within engineering and technology is an absolute honour. A huge congratulations to all those shortlisted this year. I'm incredibly humbled to be able to share these extraordinary achievements with you and to be inspired by such talented women.
Now, before we let Hannah reveal the winner, let's see our nominees. Hello, nominees!
Hello!
Hello, everyone. We all excited?
Look at these smiling faces. Another 6 well-deserved nominees there. So let's take a look at who we've got on the shortlist.
And they are Emily Phillips from Media Molecule.
We also have Anastas Tasapli from Bossa Studios. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong.
After that is Cheryl Razzle from Polystream.
Michelle Chapman from Sumo Digital.
Another M, we've got Morag Taylor from Creative Assembly.
And finally, Nerys Jade Wint from Party Llama Games.
It's over to you, Hannah. Can you please reveal the winner?
And the winner of the Technical Impact of the Year award is Cheryl Razzle from Polystream.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations!
Oh, look at that shot! Well done!
Is there anything that you'd like to say?
I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who supported me throughout my career. And Tracy nominated me, and she wrote an amazing piece and put me forward. So I honestly am so shocked and so surprised. Thank you so much for everyone for your support. I've only been in the games industry about a year, and it's been a phenomenal journey. So thank you.
Well, great work, Tracy, as well.
I mean, what an incredible first year, despite everything. I mean, that is one way to finish up 2020. All right, let's move on to our next award.
All right, up next today is Games Campaigner of the Year, sponsored by OPM Jobs. And joining us today, live to present this award, is Managing Director Kim Parker Adcock.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am delighted on behalf of OPM to be presenting the Campaigner of the Year Award for 2020. We're supporting this event because we want to recognise the brave women who stand up and speak on our behalf for all women in the industry. I've been in the industry for 28 years and it was a lonely place, and it's women like the nominees that we have tonight who have really made the difference for me and for the rest of us that are now here. They start and they continue the difficult conversations, and we've seen lots of difficult conversations on social media this year, but there's still a great deal of campaigning to do, clearly. They represent all of us. They're covering every avenue in our industry, and they're making games a great place for women to work, and we really need to recognise and thank them for that. So this award recognises women working who are actively campaigning for greater diversity in games, and who are using games to speak out on broader social issues affecting women. Huge congratulations and thanks to those shortlisted this year for your tireless efforts. We're very grateful.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. And speaking of that shortlist, let's take a look at who's in the running to win. Hello!
Hi, everyone! There they all are.
Hello.
Well, welcome, everyone. It's all very exciting, so let's take a look at some of the names and put them to the faces.
First up, we've got Cinzia Musio from Splash Damage.
Up next is Faye Virtual from Studio Gobo.
We've also got Lauren Kay from She Plays Games.
After Lauren is Marie-Claire Iserman from Women in Games.
Next up, Michelle Tilley from Sony Interactive Entertainment.
And last but certainly not least is Ross Tuplin from Games London. So there we go, there are our nominees, but let's throw it back to Kim, who's going to reveal the winner.
I'd love to do a drum roll, but I have nothing. The Games Campaigner of the Year for 2020 is Cinzia Musio from Splash Damage. Well done, Cinzia. Everybody blew me away in this category. It was actually very difficult to judge, but you have been recognised for working on diversity and inclusion. You are a speaker. You represent unrepresented groups, and you make sure they're part of marketing and hiring strategies in studio. You've organised 2 Pride events. You have run unconscious bias events. You've spent time mentoring people. You are more than a worthy winner. Well done.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Kim. And of course, a huge congratulations to Cinzia. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
If you don't mind, thank you so much. That really is a surprise. I did wanted to kind of take a second and the platform that I have to highlight that we need to do more encouraging, encourage more intersectionality with these awards. We need to be reaching out to underrepresented groups and communities to encourage them to nominate one another, to ensure our judging panels are diverse and our nominees and winners are reflective of our industry. I hope that next year we can see more intersectional awards that highlight the great work that folks, not only from women in games, but underrepresented genders, as well as marginalized groups do. And I also like to thank people at Splash Damage that helped me do all of this, particularly Kate, Steve, Max, Jack, Rima, Kat, Ash, Sophia, Holly, Joanna, and Rich.
Couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. Congratulations, well done, great work.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely well deserved. And it is time for another award. Next up, we have Comms Impact of the Year, sponsored by Splash Damage. And, slightly awkwardly, Charlie's been shortlisted for this award. Don't worry, you can stay right here. Now, to say a few words and help us reveal the winner, it's over to Richard Jolly, co-founder and CEO of Splash Damage.
At Splash Damage, we're proud to be presenting the Comms Impact of the Year Award for 2020. In what has been and continues to be a very challenging year for many of us, we should not forget the amazing achievements of those people in our industry that are rightly shortlisted here in these categories today. This award recognises an individual's achievements in bringing games to the public over the last year, including those working in marketing, PR, events, esports, influencer and creative agencies, and any other communication-related roles. A huge congratulations to the 6 women shortlisted here this year.
Now, before we reveal the winner, let's take a look at this year's shortlist.
Totally not weird at all. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone, welcome.
Oh, right, okay. Let's do this. Let's get to know our shortlist.
And they are Amy Hughes from Hey Olive PR. Uh-oh.
Somebody called Charlie Hodson from Xbox UK. Don't know her.
Following that is Hayley Uris from Mediatonic.
We've also got Shola Kazali from EA.
Up next is Taylor Enver from Frontier Developments.
And finally, we've got Zuana Inceskar. I'm so sorry. You have a beautiful name, and I mangled it. From Team Adopt Me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. All right, Richard, it's time. Please reveal the winner.
And the winner of the Comms Impact of the Year Award is Hayley Uris.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Well done, winner! Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Definitely. First of all, obviously, my amazing team that I work with. It's been crazy trying to build a little marketing team for the first time in a studio right before the launch of Fall Guys. So thank you for keeping me and the rest of the team sane throughout the past year. And mostly just thank you to all the wonderful women that I've gone to for advice over the years who have come before me. I hope that I can have an impact on other women that have joined the industry after me.
Oh, well, that is a wonderful way to finish out that speech. Advice that we could all live by. Now, we're going to be heading into our next category shortly. But first, we've got a message once more from Cheryl Savage, Director of Gaming EMEA at Facebook.
Hi, my name's Cheryl Savage, and I'm the Director of EMEA Sales at Facebook Gaming. As we've seen this year, gaming has the power to connect people in a truly meaningful way. Even while we are apart, it has fostered a sense of community. This is why diversity and inclusion is important at Facebook, because everyone deserves to be a part of this moment and its growing community, while shining a spotlight on stories that might otherwise go untold. It's important to me to make sure women's voices are heard and that they can connect and inspire one another as the industry evolves. The reality is, almost half of all gamers are women, and more people of color are playing games, but this isn't reflected in who's making games or how they're marketed. It's also important to push for a work environment that promotes mental health and supports neurodiversity to foster an inclusive and safe workplace for everyone. We're proud to sponsor the MCV Women in Gaming Awards because events like this make an impact. By recognizing the female leaders in the gaming industry, we're shining a spotlight on their achievements and showing women who may be considering a career in gaming that there are leadership roles for them to work towards. We've told some of their stories through Women in Gaming, and we're excited to see more stories created here today. Beyond mobile, every sector can push for greater inclusion. We're working with companies in all gaming spaces as well as content creators to build a more transparent and more inclusive gaming community. Through initiatives like Women in Gaming or Game Changers, we're pushing for diversity by encouraging more women to pursue careers and leadership roles within the games industry. We're championing the change makers who continue to push boundaries. The unprecedented events of 2020 have shown us how much more enjoyable gaming is when everyone feels welcome. And this year proved once again that gaming is better when everyone feels welcome to play games and when everyone feels empowered to make them as well.
Our next award today is Career Mentor of the Year, sponsored by Hangar 13. To help us present this category, it's over to Hangar 13 senior producer Mel Ward.
Hi everyone. We at Hangar 13 are proud and delighted to be presenting the Career Mentor of the Year award for 2020. We're so pleased to be supporting this award in particular, as it's something we feel incredibly passionate about here, knowing what a huge difference finding the right mentor can make. This award recognises someone who is dedicated to encouraging and mentoring others in the games industry, be that internally as part of a studio, working in formal education, or through running events or meetups. A huge congratulations to all those shortlisted this year.
Thank you again, Mel, and let's check out the nominees now, shall we?
Hello everyone! Oh, hello. I know we've got a sad face. I'm hoping that doesn't mean they can't hear us, but we'll take a closer look at the shortlist and hopefully figure that out as we take them off screen.
Right, here they are. Up first is Anisa Sanzuzi from Limit Break Mentorship.
We also have Caroline Miller from Indigo Pearl.
Next is Karina Abbott from Neon Hive.
We've also got Melissa Phillips from Silver Rain Games.
Following that, we have Romano Ramzan from Glasgow. Oh no, Caledonian University. Yeah, there we go.
And finally, Tara Mustafa from Code Coven. Well, Mel, it is over to you to let us know who's taking home the trophy.
And the Career Mentor of the Year is Tara Mustafa.
Congratulations!
Well
now I'm assuming
done.
from the face that you can hear us.
Yes, I hope they got that one. Well done. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Now I'm going to guess that there's nobody she wants to thank, but that unfortunately she can't hear us. So we'll move on to our next category and possibly come back later for that one. But yeah, let's move on to our next award. Our next award is Businesswoman of the Year, sponsored by Amicus. So to help us present the award, please welcome Amicus's business manager, Liz Prince. Hello, Liz.
Hi, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today to present the Businesswoman of the Year award. 2020 has certainly been the most challenging for all of us, but in the business context, the pandemic has been the ultimate test of leadership. And over the past few difficult months, I think we've seen leadership by women being just demonstrably effective within commerce, but also on political and international levels. With this in mind, I hope that rather than the games industry seeking to go back to normal, that we take the time to reflect and set ourselves ambitious goals for diversity and inclusion at all levels, but in particular to increase diversity in leadership roles. The MCV Women in Games Awards is an amazing opportunity to celebrate the women who are blazing a trail, showcasing the fantastic female talent that exists in the industry today, and to help inspire the female talent of tomorrow. I'm honoured on behalf of Amicus to present the award for Businesswoman of the Year 2020 to recognise an executive who has had a stellar 12 months in terms of driving a company forward and generating significant revenues. Huge congratulations to all of you who are shortlisted this year. I'm completely in awe of all of you.
Thank you so much for that, Liz L. Should we check out the nominees?
Let's do it.
Let's go say hi. Welcome, folks.
Hello. Can you wave if you can hear us this time,
Yes,
just so we know?
please wave. Can you hear us? Oh.
Well, this doesn't bode
never
well,
mind.
does it?
Right, let's put some names to the faces of the Businesswoman of the Year shortlist, shall we?
First up, we have Gemma Johnson-Brown from Dovetail Games and Women in Games.
Up next is Karina Abbott from Neon Hive.
We've also got Lauren Carter from Liquid Crimson and Super Cool Comms.
After that is Maria Simons from Us Two Games.
We also have Nusrat Shah from Exient.
And lastly, we have Tina Luro-Pollock from Brain and Nerd.
Well, now Liz, it is back to you to reveal our winner.
Super exciting. The Businesswoman of the Year is Tina Luro-Pollock of Brain and Nerd Limited. Congratulations.
Well done.
Huge congratulations.
You smashed it. Congratulations. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah.
Love that.
First of all, congrats to everyone who also was shortlisted. You're all great. Thanks so much to the Brain and Nerd gang for making it really easy to be a businesswoman. And thank you to Northern Ireland Screen and Ulster Bank for supporting me in my business journey with business mentorship and everything else.
Wonderful. So congrats again for winning. Great work. Now let's check out another category. Welcome back. It is now time for our next award. We've made it to the penultimate award, and it's Elle's turn now. We are going to be presenting the Journalist of the Year, sponsored by ADVNCR. So good luck, Elle. And to help me present this award, please welcome ADVNCR's Director of Live Content and the best hair in the biz. It's Mark Bishop.
Hello from ADVNCR. We're thrilled to be presenting the Journalist of the Year award for this year's Women in Games Awards. We've had the privilege of running this year's live studio production right next door, and it's been amazing seeing so many talented individuals throughout the show. Whether you work in print, online, in video, or any other format, if you have something to say and an audience who listens and trusts you, then this award recognises your contribution to the industry. This award will highlight an individual who is using their voice to positively build the industry, as well as hold it to account when needed. Their work should be inspirational and sometimes groundbreaking in its approach, tone, and focus. So, a big congratulations to all of these shortlisted this year. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Mark. Here are those nominees now. Hello, everyone. There you are. Bless you.
Hi, that's so weird.
Right,
Hi.
let's take a closer look at the shortlist, shall we? Let's move on. So up first, we have this one still right next to me, is Elle Orsley-Wood from the BBC and BAFTA.
Okay, let's move on. We've also got Jessica Wells from the Loadout and Network N.
Up next is Lara Jackson from Gamebite.
We've also got the wonderful Louise Blaine, a freelance presenter and journalist.
Up next is Vic Hood from Tech Radar.
And finally, we have Vicky Blake from Eurogamer and NME.
So go on then, Mark. Who's our Journalist of the Year for 2020?
So, the winner of the 2020 Women in Game Award for Journalist of the Year is Elle Osley-Wood.
Oh, smashed it! Knew you'd get that one. Sorry, a little bit overexcited. Go on. Anyone you want to thank, darling?
Well, you and the other wonderful women that I work with in this industry. I genuinely wouldn't be here without standing on the shoulders of wonderful women who have, you know, helped me, supported me, guided me, given me fantastic advice. Genuinely, Charlie is one of them. Also, Alicia Judge and Jerica Webber. Also, I would say a huge, huge thank you to. A big thank you to my husband, Andrew. I love you. But also, I just want to say, for everybody watching, be brave. If you're a woman in games, there is so much out there for you if you're just willing to kind of step up and take it. And so, be brave. And also, your day rate isn't as high as as it needs to be. Jack it up. That's it. Thanks. Thank you so much.
All right, go on then. You do the next bit then, Miss Winner.
Right, well, we are moving on to our final award of the evening in just a moment. I can't believe how quickly it's gone. But first, we're going once more to the co-chair of Unity's Women's Employee Resource Group, Hannah J. Rees.
At Unity Technologies, inclusion is driven by the framework of empathy, respect, and opportunity. In a year as challenging as 2020, we know how crucial it is to come together to support each other, recognise each other's achievements, and celebrate so many amazing women in the gaming industry. That is exactly why Unity is so unbelievably grateful to once again partner with the MCV Develop Women in Games Awards. This year, we are particularly proud to sponsor the Technical Impact of the Year Award. I wanted to take this advantage of this moment and thank everyone who is involved in making this event happen. Events like these are absolutely pivotal in the fight for equality and maintaining such important communities in such unprecedented times. We are, as a collective, a voice for women all around the world who may not have had the opportunities that we have. I read a quote once. It said, "Equal pay and a place at the table are the central tenets of feminism." It reminded me that even though we have come so far, institutions and celebrations like the Women in Games Awards are absolutely essential to making those groundbreaking changes within the industry. Without these initiatives, others may not have a voice, an opportunity, or even a chance to be supported in a way they deserve to be. That is why it's so important that we all join in this movement and become advocates for change collaboratively. Creating a sense of community is part of the work of inclusion at Unity. Across our teams and with our people around the world, we have worked to build and expand support for our employee resource groups, also known as ERGs. The Women's Community ERG at Unity is working hard to create community by focusing on professional development, recruitment and retention, and engaging women and marginalised genders both at Unity and in the broader world that we live in. As the co-chair of the Women's Community ERG, I have the privilege of working with our inclusion team to advance this critical work of creating a more inclusive workplace. It is part of our community mission to foster a safe community, where people can freely exchange ideas, experiences, and find ways to uplift each other. As a group, we also want to increase awareness of gender issues at the workplace and collaborate across all of our community ERGs at Unity to empower women and marginalised genders, as well as partnering up with external initiatives with the same goals. In the women's community, we know that our work is vital. We are showing empathy for others, listening to understand instead of listening to respond, sharing that same empathy with ourselves. We are asking what respect means to others and communicating what respect means to us. We are creating on-ramps to opportunity, enabling women and marginalised genders to lead, grow, and take on projects in a fair and equitable way. This is the work that we do as women at Unity. This is the work of inclusion at Unity. Through empathy, respect, and opportunity, we ensure that all of us feel that sense of community. In any other year, in any other context, this work would be challenging. But with community, we know that we can meet this challenge, and we know that we can create a more inclusive workspace for all women.
Now, for the very final category in this year's ceremony, the Outstanding Contribution Award, sponsored by Rare. This award reflects upon the life of someone who has had a lengthy and successful career in the games industry. The individual receiving this honour has made positive contributions to the games industry, commercially or creatively, while enabling and inspiring others in the industry to succeed.
So to tell us a little bit more about this year's winner, it's over to Rare's talent ambassador, Veronica Heath. Hi, Veronica.
How you doing, everyone? It's good to see you. Great to be here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the award. So first off, I'm so honoured to be here on behalf of Rare to introduce this year's winner of the Outstanding Contribution Award. This year's recipient is a true industry veteran with almost 30 years of experience under her belt. Starting out back in 1992, she entered the industry when Ocean Software was still a thing. She helped the now mighty DICE launch a pinball game and directed the release of the eyebrow-raisingly titled RTS shooter Wargasm. Having worked in senior roles for Infogames, Nokia, Kuju and EDOS, she became involved in a huge variety of industry bodies and initiatives. The Women in Games Organisation, Creative Skill Set, the Next Gen Skills Academy, the BGI, GamesAid and Safe in Our World, to name a few. Our recipient has positively affected so many, both inside and outside the industry. Her career took her to work at the Imaginarium, where her uni degree in pure zoology may finally have been put to use alongside anti-circus digital talking monkeys. And now she's the development director at publisher Sold Out. This year's Outstanding Contribution Award is none other than Gina Jackson. Yuki's Dr. Joe Twist, OBE, said Gina was one of the most calmest and most interesting industry veterans she had met, calling her dedicated, understated, and brilliant. And Gina now has an OBE of her very own, being honoured in this year's list for her work in education and diversity in the games industry. Industry colleagues and peers were delighted to hear that she was receiving this award, with Creative Assembly's Emma Smith telling me, Gina is a fantastic ambassador for our industry, and I feel so lucky to have benefited from her camaraderie, wisdom, and support. Her calm but strong and pragmatic way is something I personally aspire to, and as an industry, we have a lot to thank Gina for. And Emma summed it up neatly by saying, every company should have a Gina.
Now, we're going to be hearing from Gina very, very soon, but what we do want to quickly go back and have a quick word and thanks again with Tara, who won Career Mentor earlier on in the show.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Go on, take it away. Give us all the thanks you've got.
Thank you. Yeah. Everybody thought I was shy, but no, it was technical difficulties. I'm not shy. I would like to say that, this is just a great honor to be nominated with such brilliant people, and I'm inspired by all of the work that they're doing and conspiring now behind the scenes to see what else we can do for 2021. So I'm very excited. But I'd like to just say, huge thanks to the Code Coven community for letting me be a part of their lives and their journey to date. Over 16 years as a game designer in this industry. I'm really excited about the change that we can make happen in the years to come. So, big thanks to the team at Code Coven as well, who've supported us in this push to make a change and move the needle. Especially Francesca Carletta Leon, who's been with us since day one, and Carla Reyes, who is just moving mountains in a way that I can't even describe. So big thanks to everyone, super hyped about what we're going to continue to do. And, as Joe said, games are made for everyone, so they should really be made by everyone. So,
wonderful. Thank you so much. Congrats again for winning, and thank you for coming back to say thanks. Obviously you're really not shy. And anyway, we're now going to see if we can talk to another winner. We have Gina on the line. Gina, are you there?
Hi.
There you are.
Thank you for giving me a moment to get over that. Wow.
It's all good. Take your time. Congrats again.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you very much for all those kind words and an amazing award. I am truly chuffed. I'd like to congratulate all those winners and nominees in all the other categories. Your achievements are phenomenal. And if you're sat there thinking, I wish I'd been nominated, you should think you can just nominate yourself for other awards. You are in control of this too. Don't be shy. Get yourself out there. It's been the strangest of years, but within that, there's been some outstanding moments where people have said enough is enough and have called out behaviour that is just not acceptable. I would urge everyone to continue to call out this bad behaviour, to have confidence in what you know isn't right. I feel my generation, and by that I mean the over 50s, haven't set a good example. We've tolerated behaviour we wouldn't want our daughters or our nieces to experience, whether it's a comment being ignored in a meeting, being bullied in the office, or inappropriate comments and behaviour at events. We all need to stand up and say enough is enough and support our colleagues and friends in saying we agree, otherwise nothing will really change. Thank you to my friends and colleagues who've come out and called out bad behaviour that I've received. From Stephen Hay creating the Good Games for Gina campaign at Ocean, which transformed my career in the games I got to produce, to small comments in meetings where somebody just said, I think you'll find Gina said that earlier and you ignored her. Your support is appreciated beyond the moment that you said it. The Women in Games movement has come so far over my career. It's brilliant to see the work that different groups are doing and the impact that this work is having. The impact is most noticeable at junior level and seeing so much incredible talent entering the industry. When I started in games in the early 90s, it was dominated by women at the highest level, and I had so many inspirational role models. I now look around at boards, particularly the boards of our public listed games companies, who are flying at the moment, and I'm constantly disappointed at the lack of women. And those who are there are rarely from a games background. Now, we can't force our way in until that opportunity is open to us, but we can get ready. There are many places to start, from being an ambassador with Women in Games or mental health charity Safe in Our Worlds, taking opportunities to speak at conferences or writing articles for MCV, or one of the other games industry websites. You don't have to wait to be asked. If you want to do it, get out there and do it. Have a headshot and a bio ready. And say yes when the opportunities appear. You can join and giving a masterclass at one of the Next Gen colleges or becoming a Next Gen mentor. You can join an advisory board or join us in charities like Games Aid or Safe in Our World. You can raise money for one of those charities. We're always looking for auction lots for Games Aid 12 Days of Christmas, or someone to provide laptops for students in disadvantaged backgrounds who have no access to technology to be able to deliver next-gen courses. I just want to do a huge shout out to Creative Assembly, who's already funded some of those laptops and enabling those people to get the training to join the games industry. It's just amazing. Getting involved provides so much to others, whether it's students or courses or charities, but you get back so much more, not just in a great sense of well-being, but with the networks you create, the reflection on your everyday work and the impact you can make. It's phenomenal. I have worked with the most amazing people: UK Games Fund, the National Video Games Museum, Norwich University of the Arts, Next Gen Skills Academy, Safe in Our World and Games Aid. All have given me so many benefits to enable me to work with so many inspirational people, many who I'd never have come across in my normal day-to-day work. Games can change the world, so call it out and get involved. We can all make this world just a little bit better. Thank you.
Thank you. That was absolutely phenomenal. What a way to end the show.
What
Thank
a way
you
to
so
finish
much.
it. Gina is obviously a huge inspiration to so many of us, and I think you don't have to wait to be asked is the one thing you should take away from today.
Bold and underline that, girls. That's the one.
Well, I am so sad to say that this is it for the 2020 Women in Games Awards. It's been so wonderful to celebrate with you all, and congratulations to all of our winners today. I also want to give a big thank you to our sponsors who made this possible today: Rare, Facebook Gaming, Unity, EA, ADVNCR, Amicus, Creative Assembly, Hangar 13, OPM Jobs, and Splash Damage.
And once again, of course, a huge thank you to all of you for tuning in today. We will see you again next year. Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.